G'day, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Illusions of Glory by GMT. The balmy days of 1914 summer is gone. The wet, windy, shitty part of the fall of 1914 is over. And now we're into the frozen, shitty wasteland of the winter of 1915. Turn 3. I've had a review of the other videos and I'm sorry about the bumping of the table and stuff like that. Again, not much I can do about it. I'm also sorry that the camera tries to refocus in every time I put my great hairy arm out here. Again, not much I can do about it. But we're ready to go on. So, winter of 1915, which means, as I said, any attacks into mountainous terrain now will cause us even more hassles in that we now have the severe weather effect in addition to any other terrain effects, with another offensive fire shift to the left. So we now have 2 offensive fire shifts to the left, and anything else that tends to occur in there, just for the fun of it. Excuse me. Okay, so time to get into it, and we are up to the Allies. Neither side has a net mandatory offensive this time, so here we go. It's a C for the Allies. And the card we have gotten is Albanian Gambit. But we can't play that until we've played Rule Britannia for a event. So if we're going to use that card, we need to use it for either its 4 ops points, or we have to use it for its replacement value, which would give us 3 Russian replacement points, 2 Italian and 2 Allied replacement points. Okay. If we can't use that card, then we have to use the lowest ops card, which would be our Russian reinforcements card, which has an ops value of 2, and use it for either its event or its ops value or 1 Russian replacement point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it for its reinforcements. Okay. Yep. The great hairy arm strikes again. Okay, so the first thing is we're using it for replace. Oh, I didn't reset. My apologies. Yeah, I got all excited. I'll do this quickly, sorry. And we're using Russian reinforcements as our first Allied action. We'll fix up these. See, this is what happens when you become old, demented, forgetful, and everything else. Okay, so Russian-wise, reinforcements we're going to get are the Russian Guard, which sounds really, really wonderful. Which I think I placed over here somewhere. If I could find it. As usual, it'll probably be the last one I'm looking for. First guards, second guards. No. No. It's just called the Russian Guard. Hang on a tick. Let's get this stuff out here where I can see it with my blind old eyes. And of course I've screwed it again. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be in this bit, of course. And it'll be a blue one. So we've got the first guards, we've got the second guards, but do we just have one that says, oh, look at that, Guards Corps. Okay, so we've got the Russian Guards. We get the second Caucasian, and they are reduced. Why did I throw them back in there? You asking? It's because I was silly again. Oh, okay. Second Corps, we get the 18th Corps as well, and we also get the Turkish Infantry Corps. Not Turkish, sorry, Turkmenistan. First Turkmenistan. There we go. Righto. Now you know I have so much fun with rules as well. Okay. There's our 4 units. This card goes away. Can't be used. Our Russian troop quality goes down by 2 to 14. And now where do we wish to put these units? Okay. We could put them in Brest-Litovsk. We can't put anybody in Russia because in Warsaw because we already have 3 units there. Right. Oh. So what to do? I'm going to put the Guards Corps over in Kiev. I'm going to put 18 Corps along with the first Turkmenistan, or Turkestan I should say, apologies again, into Brest-Litovsk, and I'm going to place the second Caucasus into Odessa with the Black Sea Marines. Okay, so there we go. So that's the first turn for them. And now we have the Central Powers who've got a CDE. So their C is the Black Hand. D is the Party Truce card, and E is German reinforcements. So what they're going to do is they're going to use the Black Hand. And the reason for that is the Allied player must remove one supplied Serbian large combat unit from the map board and put it in the replaceable units box. Okay. So if we do that, I can remove the second army or the first or the third army. I'm going to remove the second straight up. And now the Austro-Hungarians do not have to worry about any other units within Serbia other than these in Belgrade. And that card goes away. Okay. Back to the Allies. Oh, sorry. That was an event. We have a DE. So we're going to play Rule Britannia. So it's -1 VP. So the VP marker goes back to 14. The Royal Navy achieves dominance in the Mediterranean Sea. Invasion by Allied large combat units are now allowed. Place the sea invasion allowed marker, which we do. And that is that. So, second is an event. we go back to the Central Powers, and they get an event. So they've got a choice of 2 German reinforcements or the party truce. The party truce will give them 1 victory point, which isn't all that important at the moment. But can we afford to drop the German troop quality down another 2 positions? It's currently on 14, so yeah, I think we can. So they'll drop down to 12. And they are going to take they're going to use the B card, and that is going to give them the German 2nd Reserve Corps, the German 21st Reserve Corps, the 37th Reserve Corps, oh hang on, the 2nd, sorry, now the 37th Reserve, but 38th, sorry, Reserve Corps, and the 39th Reserve Infantry Corps. There we go. And again, they can go into any space marked as a German or a combination area. So I'm going to place the 39th Corps into Thorn with the Guards Reserve unit and the small unit there. I am going to place the 38th Reserve into Breslau, which leaves me 2 more units, and I'm going to place both of those with the cavalry into, sorry, I'm going to place 2 corps in Berlin, and I'm going to put the 21st in with the 3rd Cavalry Commando. So that's German reinforcements. Okay, back to the Allies, who have now got a D or E. So they have either the Pleve combat card, which is 3 ops value or replacement points, or we have our second limited war card, which is 3 ops points, and that is intervention in the Balkans. Now, this is not a reinforcement or a sea invasion event. Place the British Greek National Defence Corps SCU and Russian 2nd 4th Special SCU on Lemnos, which is here. Place 1 Italian Infantry SCU on Vellore, but Italy's not in yet, so we need to get Italy first. So I don't want to use that for its event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Pleve Corps for its ops value of 3. Okay, so we're using an ops card. Now what are we going to do with it, I hear you ask? Okay. I'm going to do an attack into Kremsel, and it is going to attempt a flanking attack because it may be a fort, but there is no trench there. And I am going to do a movement with these units here. And the first Turk is going to go 1, 2, 3 to Grodno. And the 18 Corps is going to go 1, 2, 3 to Lomza, which brings both of those up to their full complement of their stack limit now, and gives me the maximum amount of attack values into Lortzen. The only trouble is the Germans can see me getting ready to do that. Okay, so let's bring our attack board over, and I'll try putting it here. That may be a little bit better for you with the glare wise. When I had a look, I could see that you couldn't really see anything here. Okay. So for the Austro-Hungarians at the moment, they have 2, 5, 8 defense. So we're up here on the 8, 9. And the attacking forces at the moment have 3, 6, 9, 12. Righto. So we currently have the 12. We are going to try the flanking attack first. So we have 1 flanking unit. We need to get a 4, but because we've got 1 unit, it becomes a 3. So a 3 or better will allow us to conduct the flanking attack prior to anything else happening. And we get a 6, so that means we get to attack and do our damnedest to them before they get a go. So let's pull theirs out of the way. So we've got the 10 to 12 here. And we roll and get a 4, which does 5 damage to them. Okay, so they're going to take 2 on the 17 Corps. They're going to take 1, 2 on the infantry small unit, and then the last 1 for 5 on their cavalry unit. Okay, so then they get to do their attack back, and their attack value now is at 5. Okay. And they roll a 6, of course, which gives them 5 damage to us. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 off 7 Corps. I'm then going to take 2 off 8 Corps. So that's 4. 1 off the SCU is the 5. And that'll go down into my replacement areas there, which means if they have to retreat twice, because we did 7 to their 5, they could take 1 more loss and only retreat 1, but that's not going to really help them at all. So they're going to retreat 2, and they're going to go 1, 2 to Teschen, which means that we can now move into here. So this fort is now being besieged by 19 Corps, and 25 Corps is in there to lend a hand. Okay, so Back to the Central Powers. And they get a C, which is Sud Army. Place. Cannot be played as a reinforcement card before Spring 15. Oh, well, we're not going to do that then. So if they're not going to play that for its event, they could use it for 3 ops points or 1 Austria-Hungarian replacement and 2 German replacement points. Or they've got to play their other German reinforcements card because that has the lowest ops value of 2 and use it for the event, which is reinforcements, which they cannot do because they've already had German reinforcements this turn. So 2 ops points or 1 German replacement point. Okay, now what do they want to do? And I think they want to reinforce some of their units, so they're going to use the reinforcement card for its ops value of 2. So ops card, ops value of 2, and they are going to move some of these units. And they are also going to use it to move some of these units. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take the 39th Reserve and go 1, 2, 3 into Allenstein, and then 4 into Lortzen. They're not going to move, and then they're going to take the infantry small unit and go 1, 2, 3 into Allenstein. Then they're going to take the cavalry unit and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Posen. Just like that. Okay, and we're back. We are back to the Allies. So we've had 3 each, and we have an event for the Allies. Okay, I have 2 events and I can't really do either of them because for both of them I either need the Italians in or I need troops in Lemnos. So if I'm not going to do that, I have to use the lowest value card, and I am going to use this card here for its replacement points. So I have 1 Allied replacement point, I have 1 Italian replacement point, and 2 Russian replacement points. Okay, we're back to the Central Powers, who have got a DE, which is their party truce or their Sud army, which they can't play for its event at the moment. So they're both 3 ops value, and they both have 1 Austro-Hungarian and 2 German replacement points on them. Oakley Dockley. Okay. So at the moment I'm going to play this card for its victory point, and it is now gone. So we've played the event, and the victory point marker goes back up to 15 where it started. Back to the Allies for their 5th action, and they have an ABC. The A is the Putnik close combat card, the B is the Albanian Gambit that I can't use at the moment properly, and we have November events, which I can play. Place a landing marker on the sea invasion space connected to Athens, and land up to 3 allied LCUs from Lemnos. So again, no, I can't. So I'm going to use the Putnik card for its ops value of 4. Righto, so 4 ops points. Okay, I'm going to use the first ops point to move these units, the second ops point to move this guards unit, just tidy that up a bit, sorry. And the last 2, which is really, really, really difficult. To do an attack from Kamenets-Podolsk and Tarnopol into Cernovitz. Okay, so movement first. We have these 3 units here. I'm going to move 9 corps, 1, 2, 3 into Premzel. I'm going to move 10 corps, 1, 2 into Lemberg. Now the cavalry unit, I'm going to move, let me just check, wait one. Yeah, okay. He's going to move and go, no, it's not going to go, but you know. It's going to go 1, 2 to Raruska, like that. This guards corps unit can move 3, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 into Dubnov with him. Okay, so I've got these 2 stacks of 7 units. Sorry, 2 stacks of 7 attack value, attacking into here, but both units are crossing water, so therefore they get to do their attack first. excuse me. So they have 3, 6, 7. They do not have a combat card to use. And with water, offensive fire is a shift left, defender fires first. Okay, do we have a combat card to use? And the answer is no. Okay, so they're going to attack first with 7. With a 1. So again, I'll try and bring it over here for you. So they have 7 with 1 is 3. So I'm going to take 1, 2, and then 3 there. Okay, so now I get to do my attack, and I have now 3, 6, 9, 12 in my attack value. But going across water, I have a 1 shift left, so I'm down to the 8, 9 column. And that's that. Okay, so rolling, rolling, rolling. And I get a 1 for a whole 3 damage. Okay, so they will take 3 core and reduce it. That's 2. And their cavalry by 1 is 3. And there is no retreat or is that right? What did they do to us? They did 1, 2. Oh, they only did 3, didn't they? We did 4. No, we did 3. So nothing changes. We all just sit there, fat, dumb, and happy. Okay, these 2 units are into here. Right. So that's that. That was the 5th for the Allies. So Central Powers get a C, which is a combat card, Francois. So they can use it for its op value or replacement. It's a 3 ops, 1 Austro-Hungarian and 1 German. Or they can use the Sud Army because that is a 3 as well. And they can use that for its ops, and that will give them 1 Austro-Hungarian and 2 Germans. And the Germans don't really need it at the moment. Austro-Hungarians do. So do they want to attack or not? Okay, and they're going to use the Von Francois card for its ops value of 3. Excuse me. Okay, so the first thing they want to do is move some of these units. The second thing they want to do is to move this unit. And the last thing they want to do is to move this unit. Okay, so 17 core here is going to go straight into Krakow to help support there. Down here in Serbia, 15 core is going to move forward. And the 16th Corps is going to go 1, 2, 3 down to Monastir and take it, which gives, The Austro-Hungarians control of Monastir, Veles, and Skopje. Skopje? No, it's okay. I haven't trimmed it yet, but that's fine. Oh, it's jumping for joy. And that also gives them a victory point, moving it up to 16 for them. And then lucky last is 21 corps here. You can move 4. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to Ophelm and start to bring that up like that. Okay, last action for the Allies is a DE, which gives them German labour strikes and Italy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will have a look at the time, and we are at, I don't know, what are we at? 36 minutes. Okay, I'm going to stop the video there. I will bring all the Italian stuff on, and then we can go on with the next video, finish off the turns and go from there. Okay, I'll explain it all once we're back. Have fun, take care, bye for now.